everybody, Pat Huntoon here with Technique Junkies, and today we're going to be making a little tote bag, Let the Sea Set You Free, and this is an example of one, but we're going to be using a little bit different colors on ours, and we're going to be using a stencil, some Aladdin IZINK diamond glitter paint, and this little canvas bag. But we're going to start, I'm going to show you on paper first, because when you first try this, you should try this on paper just so that you get used to the idea and how to use these first. So I'm just going to take some paper towel and I'm going to put it underneath my project and take the paper. We're going to be using the Let the Sea Set You Free. It's called Let the Sea. It's 018222. It is a Colorful Life Designs 6x6 stencil, and this is what we're using on it. Okay, so when you use this, here's the stencil itself, and when you first use this, what you want to do is put it on the paper where you want it, and then you're going to take some painter's tape. You can also use washi tape for this part, but painter's tape works great, and you're going to tape this down to your work surface. You're going to, as long as that's nice and firm. So we're starting with the IZINK Diamond in Noir, which is black. This is a glitter paint. It is textural. It is fabric permanent, along with awesome results on paper. So I'm using a little bit of black. I'm just pushing it out onto my palette knife, and I'm leaving it right here in case I need to add some more. So I'm just going to butter my stencil. Just go and butter it. So you notice I'm holding my palette knife flat. I'm not lifting it to the side. When you lift it to the side, you take the risk of actually pushing it more underneath the stencil itself. And you can see I've covered it. It's got good coverage on there. So I'm just going to take this excess on here. So I'm just going to wipe that off and close up my black. And then the other two colors, violet and Caribbean blue. All right, so beautiful colors. They just mix beautifully on here. So we're going to take a little bit of this violet, and I'm going to put some in the center of my sand dollar. And this is held down pretty firmly, so I'm not really, I should be holding it down, but I'm not. I should be holding it down to give it just a little bit more leverage. And I think I'm going to put some up in the actual starfish up there. And then some Caribbean blue. And because I'm a klutz, I'm going to close this. And then I'm going to take the Caribbean blue and I'm going to put it around the outer edges, and then on the couple more on the arms of the starfish there. So I'm just going to let those blend in the center there. And you notice I did not wipe my palette knife off in between colors because I wanted to blend them a little bit. And again, I'm doing it nice and flat. I'm holding it like I'm buttering toast. I'm not going to the side, nice and flat. This has little tiny holes in it. You're going to see how beautifully this covers those holes. So let's just finish this off. All right, now I can lift the card out of there. Look at that. You can see how pretty that is. Down. Let's do it on canvas. I want to show you, this is just water in a mister bottle. You can use a baby wipe for this too. I just don't have any accessible to me right now. Is very easy, and it'll come off my hands. It's not a big deal. You notice I have nice nails, and I'm not really worried about this not coming off my nails. So wipe off this, and we're ready to start. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to do this right on my glass mat because I want this to be super, super flat. And because this has, you know, it's double fabric, so it's not quite as flat as a piece of paper would be. So you can see it lifting already. So when I put this down, I want to do a couple of things. First of all, I want to make sure that it's where I want it on the bag. So that's exactly where I want it. And then I'm going to take and actually use the work surface as part of how I'm taping this down. I'm going to open the black, same colors, the Noir. Put some out on the palette knife. Put this up top here in case I need more. Hold it down really firm, and then I'm going to butter it. Same thing I did on paper. It feels exactly the same way. You shouldn't let the fact that it's canvas intimidate you. I know paper is disposable, and you know the canvas you want to turn out nice. Just do the same thing. Make sure it's nice and neatly put on there. Okay, so I can actually let that go and move on to that sand dollar. So I'm going to wipe this off, put some violet on here. Love this violet color. Really love purple. We're going to put that right in the middle of the sand dollar. I'm going to leave that little bit of purple on there. I'm going to add some blue to it, and they're going to blend really pretty on there. Put that off. And what we're going to do is allow this to dry. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Okay, look, I got some there. This is a good way to show you what you do when you get a little excess on there. First of all, you clean off your palette knife, and then you just get in there and pull it off. It stays wet enough that you can still get that off of there. And what I did was I actually pushed that through the whole of the starfish. And then when this dries a little bit more, before you set this, and I'm going to tell you how to set it in a second, you can pick that off even more, but you can see it's pretty much off there right now. So can you see all that shimmer in there? It's so pretty. This is so pretty. So we're going to set that aside to dry. You don't have to have it be fully all the way dry, but you want it to be touch dry. So I'm going to set that aside and clean my stencil off one more time, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is touch dry. So what we're going to do now is just put a little bit more on here. Just add a little bit more interest to this. So I think I'm going to put one here, and then I might slide one over here too. So let's tape this down real quick. When I tape this one down, I want to be careful not to go into the diamonds that I have down here, because I didn't leave this overnight. I just left it for 5 minutes or so. I can add more sand dollars. I could just keep adding a little bit here, a little bit there. I have a little bit more purple on here, a little daring do here. Just one more thing on there. And hopefully I'll be able to stop now. That is how you make these cute little bags. They are quick, they're easy to make. In order to make this permanent, all I'm going to do is I am going to turn this inside out once it's fully finger touch dry. Take an iron on mountain setting, and I'm going to iron this for 5 minutes. You cannot use a heat tool on this. That direct hot heat will just make this crack and peel off. So don't use a heat tool, but an iron is quick and easy to do. On the paper, you don't have to do anything. It's just set in a couple of minutes and it's good to go. So look at that, where I smushed, you can't even tell. It's perfect. All right, so that is our tutorial today. I hope you enjoyed these products on this little bag. I hope you can see how glittery that is. Again, with the kit, you can pick any 2 colors you want of Elidyne glitter paint, and you can have fun with whatever colors you want. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a thumbs up on YouTube and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, Technique Junkies YouTube channel, for further tutorials. I do a tutorial almost every week, and because I can't stop, I'm going to take it out on finishing this off. Thank you for watching today. I'll see you next time. Bye now.